Napheesa, I'll start with you. Not the night that you would expect necessarily for your standards. Cheryl mentioned there seemed to be some fatigue problems throughout the game potentially for the team, especially in those stretches when Phoenix came on a little bit. Can you speak to how you felt tonight and how still the team was able to pull out a win?
Yeah, I think definitely I felt my legs getting, a little fatigued, and it was an off night for sure. But I think like collectively, like we had 5 people in double digits or more, so definitely spread the offense around, which is great. Like if you have multiple people scoring like that, who are you going to guard? So I felt like that was good, and we had some really good defensive stretches, especially like with Dorka and Nina in the post, which was awesome. So it was really ugly, but we were able to grind it out, and I think that was because I don't know. I thought we played really good team basketball when we weren't in those slumps.
How nice was it to see Dorka do so well, especially against Brittany Griner? You had mentioned before this. She's 6'8", she's big, hard to handle, but it seems like she made some adjustments from the last time that she had to match up with her, and it really paid off tonight.
Yeah, so exactly what I said pregame. Like we really stopped the ball from coming into her in the first place. Like Dorka had 8 deflections tonight, which was awesome. So I thought she did a great job keeping BG on her toes and making it really hard for her on the shots that she did have.
Not many people drafted where Dorka was drafted really end up playing this well this quickly. What has enabled her to be effective at this point for either of you or both of you?
I think, she has like a way about her that she just understands the game of basketball, and she's like adapted very quickly. You don't have to like tell her a lot. She understands already kind of where she needs to be and what decisions she needs to make, and you can see that like making high-low passes to Fee, and when BG's in the paint guarding her, she knows she can shoot it, of course, but she can also drive to the basket and make plays that way. She just like has an instinct, and I think that's a credit to like her UConn experience. And Europeans, I think, have like they've learned a lot like at a young age because they've played against professionals like all throughout their like high school career, and I think that helped her, especially this rookie season.
In big picture, what turned the season around for you guys? Can you put your finger on it?
I think we had like a lot of young and new people in the beginning, so I think it just comes with experience. We had more games under our belt, and I think we really try to learn from what wasn't working for us in those first 6 games. And we have a really coachable team, honestly. Like, we want to get better. We want to do everything that the coaches are asking from us. So I think just learning from that and then finally clicking just comes with time and experience, building that chemistry on the court, because we have it so much off the court. So really fighting for each other, and we want each other to do well.
For you, Bridget, come on. You made some 3-pointers tonight. It hasn't been going down for you lately, but A, how good does that feel? And B, can you just talk about the bench play as a whole tonight and how important that was?
Yeah, I think it was my pink shoes, so those are going to stay in the rotation. No, I think, the bench we always have confidence when we come on. Obviously, the starters play a lot of minutes for us, and, they're a really great group, but they need a rest at some point, especially today, when the legs were tired. So staying aggressive, we all know what we're good at, and we've played together now for a couple of years, and especially like Nina, Rachel, and I coming off the bench. So staying aggressive and, staying persistent with it, and it starts on defense for us, and then, whatever happens on offense happens, but, being consistent. But yeah, shots falling finally felt good.
For either one of you, on a night like tonight where, just kind of seemed like everybody on both sides kind of got into things a little bit slower and the offense was just harder to come by, is this a game where you just kind of have to constantly remind each other not to force it and just kind of let the ball find, who it needs to find in the flow of the half court, and that'll dictate who's shooting?
We did. We had several times when we said, we need to get good shots, because we were taking shots that weren't great for our offense and shots that the other team wants us to take. So I think we recognized that we were having kind of an off night, and just trying to stay aggressive in that and making sure that the shots that we get up are going to be good for us.
And then BC, for you mentioned really trying to be aggressive. Is tonight a night, especially, Fee mentioned that that she was a little tired, or Diamond was in foul trouble, where you kind of sense that, where you're needed a little bit more on a night like tonight?
A little bit, but I think, my mindset going into every game is to be aggressive and to not turn down any shots I have available. Cheryl made that clear to me, like coming into the season, that she wants me to be aggressive. I think in years past I have passed up on shots, and this year I don't think I have, which is, just the growth I've made, and just the confidence I have to fire away. And but yeah, obviously Diamond being in foul trouble means I come in a little bit earlier and I play a little bit more minutes, so just being ready and, filling in her shoes.
And then for either one of you, just to see what Nina's battling through with the injuries she's gotten, for her to just go right at BG and provide some scoring for you guys off the bench, just how helpful is it to take a scoring load off of both of you and provide a different element to your offense?
It was great. Nina's honestly fearless.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
she
gonna
just
say that.
has that attitude about her. That's how we knew when she hurt her nose that it was bad, because, like, Nina's tough. So if she's down, that means something's hurt. So I think she just has that mentality about her. It doesn't matter what's going on. She doesn't even want to wear a face mask, which I'm scared anytime anything goes near her face. So I don't even think it was like a factor for her. She knew she was going to be aggressive and go at BG, and obviously it's always nice when the shots are going in. But I really credit her for staying so aggressive in that, because it's scary when you hurt your nose like that.
And then just with the way that you guys have really been winning with offense for the most part on this winning streak, and since the 0-6 start, is it nice to at least see for yourselves and know, like, we can win a game with our defense when it kind of gets in this slowed down rock fight, just to be able to see it on film and know you can do it?
Yeah, I think the last couple games, even though we have been winning, our defense hasn't been where we want it to be. So I think, like you said, it is good to win this way. And again, there's no asterisk beside a W. We'll take the W no matter what. But finding different ways to win. The ball's not always going to fall. Sometimes our offense is a little shaky, and we're not getting in the right spots for some reason. Our legs are fatigued. But always our defense has to be the consistent piece of that, because that's effort and just being aware and focused and the little things that you can control, and that starts on the defensive end. So we got that done tonight. I think for the most part, we probably had little lapses, but yeah, definitely good to win in that way.
Heading to the Zoom, Christos.
Hello, ladies as well. I would like to ask you about game ritual, actually. And first, I have two questions. First, how helpful is to create a bond and getting closer as a team? And second question is, who player has the best dance move?
Best dance moves.
I would say that Rachel has the best dance moves. She's definitely the most confident about her dance
Yeah.
moves. And what was the first question?
To get closer as a team, how good is it?
How good is it to get closer as a team?
Something like that.
I think we've been close since the very beginning. We have such a great group of people here. Very similar personalities, I would say. Really open and friendly. So it was really easy for us to make that connection off the court. And then obviously it feels good to translate that onto the court where we're connected and have that good chemistry.